Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the...
If you want to see into the future of film and television, all you have to do is look at iPoP-E's Top 10 New Comics of 2014. Number 10 answers the age-old question, what do you get when you mix Ally McBeal and gamma radiation? You get last year's wonderfully charming She-Hulk series. The series follows lawyer/superhero Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, as she opens her own private practice and takes on cases, taking her into all kind of bizarre adventures with appearances by Dr. Doom, Ant-Man, and fellow hero/lawyer Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil. Ending with issue 12, due to slow sales, I urge you to purchase back issues and trades of this extremely funny, witty, and unique look at the Marvel Universe. Oh, and one more thing. Fuck you, David Goyer. At number 9, from Golden Age heroes to the Kingdom Come-like spoiled brats of today's heroes, to a fantastic Watchmen-inspired issue featuring the characters Alan Moore originally intended to use, Multiversity is a dense, super meta, alternate universe-spanning epic, and writer Grant Morrison's ultimate statement on what DC Comics is. Bottom line, fans of DC's rich histories, plural, will love Multiversity. Number 8, every 90 years a group of gods returns to Earth by taking possession of a few humans. But just think about how much society and technology has changed in the last 90 years. The deities soon realize that the only way to reach out to followers is to embrace superstardom and social media. Things get interesting when the David Bowie-ish femme Lucifer is framed for murder and a groupie takes it upon herself to prove the devil's innocence. Hitting all the right buttons for old-school Vertigo fans, The Wicked and the Divine is a breath of fresh air with fantastic art and cool plot twists. Number 7. Many attempts have been made to crack the character of Moon Knight, and it seems that Marvel has finally done it, thanks to Warren Ellis. Part Batman, part Rorschach, with a sprinkle of Hawkman's mythological origins, this multiple personality disorder hero takes on new threads and a new ride, but he still rocks the cape and cowl when things get real. This series thrives on compact, yet dense, action-packed single issues. In an industry where so much is placed on the cliffhanger, it's nice to see single-issue stories like these. After Ellis' 6-issue run, Brian Wood took the reins as writer and Moon Knight hasn't lost a step. In the 1960s, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko connected with adolescent male readers like no one else had ever done before with Spider-Man. This year, Marvel did it again with our number 6, this time with female readers. Our hero is a teenage Muslim Jersey girl who is trying to make sense of the world before she even gained superpowers. Powers that allow her to alter her appearance and the size of her body parts. Get your mind out of the gutter, kids. The book does have a clear underlying theme about body issues and how challenging it must be for young girls to live up to the unrealistic standards created by the media and Photoshop. This book is also full of action and is an exciting way to look at the awesome Marvel Universe through a whole new set of eyes. Miss Marvel is fun, topical, and an all-around joy regardless of whether you're a girl or a boy. Our number 5 comes to us from the critically acclaimed creative team of Powers, which is soon to be an original series on the PlayStation Network. Instead of mixing cops and superpowers this time, they mix Goodfellas and alternate reality. The United States of Murder Inc. is set in a world where the East Coast is no longer under the jurisdiction of the US government, but is instead governed by the Mafia. And when a newly christened Made Man learns from his mom that he was born into the world of organized crime to destroy it from within for the US government, things get really interesting. Gritty like your favorite TV show crime drama, one day, the United States of Murder Inc. may just be. Number 4 answers the question, would a solo Black Widow movie work? And the answer is da. Perfect for longtime comic fans, but also ideal for readers who only know the character from the Marvel Studios films. This series finds S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Natasha Romanoff taking on private cases in order to wash away all that red from her ledger. The book has possibly my favorite working artist today producing huge-scale action sequences that would fit right at home in any of the Daniel Craig James Bond films. Number 3 proves that you can't keep the sky from them, and you can't keep Serenity from us. As time went on and some wastes got bigger, it became clear that a live-action return of Firefly Serenity was very unlikely. But we get the next best thing with Serenity Leaves on the Wind. While there have been prior Serenity comics, what makes this so important is it's the first book to take place after the events of the movie. I miss these characters so much, but I was also very worried about this new series and that it wouldn't meet up to the quality associated with Firefly and Serenity. It just took a few pages to ease away all my fears. Executive produced by creator Joss Whedon and written by his brother Zach, this series nails it. You can and will hear the actors' voices in every panel, and this is just the first series of all new adventures in the verse, and I think it's shiny. shiny as all hell. Number 2 is an old favorite, but with a new leading man. Since its debut in 2000, Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man has stood head and shoulders as my favorite ongoing comic series of all time. While there have been different volumes, its ultimate consistency lays with Brian Michael Bendis, who has written every single issue of every single volume of this series for the last 15 years. The most recent volume, Miles Morales' Ultimate Spider-Man, debuted in 2014 and follows the half-black, half-Latino teenager who took up Spider-Man's mantle after Peter Parker's death. But wait, is Peter Parker dead? And is that Goblin Norman Osborn back for revenge? And if not, what does this mean for Miles Morales? I was hesitant at first for this potential plot twist and direction, but Bendis and artist David Marquez knock it out of the park. Oh, and one more thing. F you, Glenn Beck. What new book could beat out my longtime love for Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man and Joss Whedon anything? Well, the winner is this year's #1 new best comic of 2014. While our number 4 was a contemporary female-led spy book, our number 1 is a female-led period piece set in the Cold War of the 1960s and 1970s. From Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting, the creative team behind the Captain America Winter Soldier series, comes Velvet. Imagine if James Bond was killed and Miss Moneypenny was framed for his murder. Except here, the Moneypenny character is Velvet, and she is much more than just a secretary. She's a smart, sexy, and dangerous ex-spy in her own right who's out to clear her name and find those responsible for the death of her ex-lover. Fans of Ian Fleming's original James Bond novels will love this series. In fact, fans of anything that's awesome will love this new series. So what did you think of the list? Let us know via Twitter, the Facebook page, or the comment section down below, and we'll read your response in an upcoming episode. Now, as far as ongoing series prior to 2014, check out this list here of consistently awesome comic books. All of this year's winners are available digitally on Comixology. But nothing beats the feel of having a comic book or graphic novel in your hand, so I urge you to check out your local comic book shop. Not sure where your local comic shop is? Just call 1-888-COMIC-BOOK or visit www.comicshoplocator.com to find out. Never miss an episode and subscribe. When you subscribe, YouTube will email you every time a new episode of iPoP-E comes out. I'm Hank Romero, and this is iPoP-E. Until next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and check out iPoP-E's other top 10 lists of 2014 and prior episodes. They are just a click away.